Hello, my name is Arnold, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel Pawn to Pro, where we take you from beginner level chess to advanced level IM. Today's video, we'll be talking about check and checkmate. Check and checkmate. And this is the crux of the whole game of chess. Understanding check and checkmate will differentiate whether you be a good player or whether you have win tournaments or become a champion. Your ability to grasp the concept that will be discussed in this video today is very much important, and probably this video will be a bit longer than most of my videos I've been uploading on YouTube. So stick around, and I will advise you that you can rewatch this video, download it and rewatch it, like, share, subscribe. This video is very important. So let's get started. If your king is in a position where it could be captured on your opponent's next move, it is said that the king is in check. Once again, if your king is in a position where it could be captured on your opponent's next move, it is said that the king is in check. So let's set up a position to explain that. In this setup here, the white queen is threatening to capture the black king because we are comfortable with the queen movement. The white queen is threatening the black king, so therefore we say the black king is in check. So this is what a check is. When your king is under attack from an enemy piece, then we say your king is in check. Now, if your king is in check, you must remove the threat on the very next move. It means that when you are in check, you have to respond to that check or remove that threat. And there are three ways to remove a threat from your king. There are three ways to remove a threat from your king. Now, the black king is in check. The first way to move your king, the first way to avoid this threat is to move your king to a square that is not attacked by your opponent piece. I will say again, there are three ways. There are three ways to remove a threat when your king is in check. Three ways. The first way is that you move your king to another square, but then that square you are moving to, make sure that that square is not under attack by another enemy piece. So the first way now is to remove the king. So now if queen is here, queen check, the black king is in check. The first way is that you move his king. That's the first way. Now let's go to the second way. Check. The second way is to capture the piece that is threatening your king. The second way is to capture the piece that is threatening your king, or the piece that is putting your king in check. And so in this position, the black rook on h5 will take queen. The second way is to capture the piece that is threatening your king. Queen, check. The first way is to remove your king. The second way is to what? Capture the piece that is threatening your king. Now there's the last method, the last way. The third way is to block the threatened piece by moving one of your piece or another piece into its path, so it can no longer take your king. So queen b5 check. The third way is what? Block knight to d7, blocking the check. Blocking what? The check. And that's how we remove the threat of check. So check is that your king is on a threat on an opponent piece, and there are three ways in which you can remove the threat. You remove your king, you capture the opponent piece, or you block the threat. If there is no way to bring your king to safety, that is, you can move a piece to capture the piece that is checking your king. You cannot block it. You cannot move your king to a safety square. Then your king has been checkmated. You have lost the game. I'll say that one more time. If there's no way to bring your king to safety, that is, you can move it away. You can capture the piece that is threatened, and you can block the threat. Then your king has been checkmated. So in this position, queen to b8, check, checking the black king. There's no way black can save his king. There's no way he can block. There's no way he can capture the opponent, the piece that is doing the check, and there's no way he can go and you'll be in check. If he comes here, this square is being occupied by the white bishop, and so this is a checkmate. So check is threat, and checkmate is that you cannot stop the threat. And there are three ways you can stop the threat. You block, you capture the piece that is checking you, or you move your king. In chess, the king is never actually captured in chess. One of the king is checkmated. The game is over. So when you are playing a game of chess, whether it's a king or opponent king, whichever king that is checkmated first, that person have lost the game. So the object of chess is to checkmate your opponents while avoiding checkmate yourself. The object of chess is to checkmate your opponents while avoiding checkmate yourself. So you are planning how to checkmate your opponent, and at the same time, you are countering his ways of checkmating you. By the way, you may never or you can never move your king into check. In other words, you cannot move your king into a position where your opponents could capture it. For example, the white king. We know that king move one square in every direction. But this white king cannot move to f2. Why? Because it will be captured by either the black rook or the queen. This white king cannot move to e2, neither d2. All of these squares will allow the white king to be captured. So they are not allowed. It's an illegal move. You cannot move a king into threat. Here is a simple example of a checkmate known as a fool's mate. Pay attention to the moves. You don't want to have your opponents perform a fool's mate on you. That would be very humiliating. So white move, black move, white move, and queen h4 check. Now there's a fool's mate. The white king cannot move anywhere. He's being blocked this way by his bishop, or this way by his pawn, his queen, and this way by his pawn as well. So this is a fool's mate. So the best way to cement the concept of check and checkmate, we'll do a lot of drills. I think that will be the most drill I've done in a video. So buckle up and let's go through the drills of check and checkmate. In this drill, it's black to move. So black is to play a move that will stop this check. The white queen is checking the black king. So the only move black can play to stop this check is this. In this drill, it's white to move. Put your opponent in check as a white move. Put your opponent in check. So white is to check the black king in this setup. Now, first thing first, where is the black king? Here's the black king. Now we are to check the black king. Which one of our white pieces can check this black king? The knight? No, it's very far. The pawn? No. The queen? No. So this rook can move vertically. The rook can check the black king. So this is a check. Another drill, white to move, play the move that will stop check. The white king is being checked, so he's to play the move that will stop check. Just move here. He cannot move here because this square is only attacked by the king, by the white black queen. So he can move here. He cannot move here because he'll still be in check. So you move this way. White to move, put your opponent in check. White to move, put your opponent in check. Whenever you hear check, it means that you have to attack the black king or white king. So white to move, put your opponent in check. Now, to check the black king, the queen can do the check. But there are two places the queen can check. The queen will check here, c3, or h6. Now, if the white queen check on c3, of course it'll be a check, but then the black, to stop the threat, the black rook will capture the queen on c3. So the safest square that white can check the black king is queen to h6 check. White to move, play the move that stop check. Now the rook is checking the white king. White to move, play the move that stops check. Bring the bishop back and block it. Why? If he move his king, there are three ways of avoiding check. You move your king, you capture the piece that is checking, or you block. Now when white move his king, the rook moves vertically and horizontally. So the rook will capture the bishop. So the best way to avoid this check is to block. Black to move. Put your opponent in check. Black to move. Put your opponent in check. Black to move. So always look out for the white king. Where is it? Here. We need to check this king. The only piece that can check it right now is the queen. Queen capture. c3. Check. White to move. Play the move that stop check. White to move. Play the move that stop check. The white king is being checked by the knight. Play the move that stop check. The king cannot come to the square because this square is only attacked by the black bishop, the dark square bishop or the black pieces. So the move that will stop check, white move his king. Yep. Black to move, put your opponent in check. Black to move, put your opponent in check. Now black will check. Black have two pieces that will check the king. He will move his rook on d2 check. But then the rook will not be safe because white will capture the rook on d2. Because there are three ways of stopping check. Capture the piece that is checking you, blocked, or move the king. So black will prefer to check with the knight. Knight move to d3, check. Black to move, plays the move that stop check. The black king is unchecked by the queen, and the queen is protected by the pawn. So black must play the move that stop check. Move this way. He cannot move to h7. So he cannot move to a7. So he moves to a8. White to move, put your opponent in check. White is to check the black king. He could check with the rook, move the rook to c6 check. But then there are three ways of avoiding or stopping or the threat of check. Black will capture the rook on c6. If white move the rook to c6, black capture it. Another way white could check the black king is by the bishop. We move the bishop to h4 check. Black will capture it with his knight. So the best solution of checking the black king is the pawn. White to move, play the move that stop check. Now the white king is being checked. He cannot move to b2 because this square is under threat by the black queen. He cannot move to a2 because it's being occupied by his own piece. So the best move to stop this check is by white capturing the piece that threatens his king. Black to move, put your opponent in check. Black to move, put your opponent in check. So black is to check the white king. How will he do it? He move his rook here, check. And there are ways to stop the threat. White will capture it. And black capture it as well. And white capture it. And white will be up a piece. So how can white check? The white check with his queen on d5. The white queen to capture the black queen. If black check on c6, the rook will capture the queen on c6. So the best square or the safest square to check the white king is b7. White to move, play the move that stop check. The white king is being checked by the light square bishop, the black piece. So white need to avoid the check. White to move, put your opponent in check. White to move, put your opponent in check. There's the black king. White is to check this black king. If he move his rook this way, that'll be a check, but then the black bishop will capture that check. If he's move his rook this way to e8, the black bishop or light square black bishop will capture that rook. So the best square or the safest square to check is this one. Black to move, play the move that stop check. The black king is on a check. So which move will he play to stop check? He cannot move his king here. Why? Because this rook is occupying this file and is threatening this square. He cannot move here. Why? Because the queen is taking this square. So the only way of stopping this check is by blocking it, the threat with the first bishop. Black to move, put your opponent in check. Black to move, put your opponent in check. Black is to check this white king. If he moves his rook this way, that will be a check, but then his rook will be captured by this bishop. Bishop will capture this rook. So the best or safest square to check will use the white bishop, but he cannot put the white bishop this on f1 to check because the rook will capture this bishop. So the safest square is to take the bishop e6, check. Black to move, play the move that stop check. Now the pawn is checking the black king and threatening the black bishop. To avoid check, he will move his king, or he will capture the piece that is checking his king. So he captured it because if he remove his king, his opponent will capture his bishop. So capture, that's checking. White to move, put your opponent in check. White to move, put your opponent in check. White to move, put your opponent in check. He will take the queen, yeah, check. But then his queen will be captured by the light square bishop of the black pieces threatening the square. He could take the white bishop and take it there h7 check, but then the king could capture the bishop because the bishop is not protected. So the safest square to check the black king This way. Black to move. Place the move that stop check. The white bishop is checking black king. He could move his king to d5, but then he will give up his bishop because the white bishop will capture this bishop on b6. So he will move to c4 as well, but then the bishop will not be protected. So the best or safest square is b5. Black to move, put your opponent in check. Black to move, put your opponent in check. Black to move. Black to move, put the opponent in check. Black to move, play the move that stop check. Black to move, plays the move that stop check. Now we're going to checkmate. White to move, plays the move that gives checkmate. Checkmate means that the opponent king don't have the three options available. Either move his king, capture the piece that is doing a check or threat, or blocking the threats. So in this position, the move that will give checkmate. Here, opponent king, he cannot block this check. He cannot move away from this threat, and there are no safety squares. White to move, play the move that stops check. Play the move that stops check. Okay. White to move, play the move that gives checkmate. White to move, play the move that stop check. Play the move that stop check. Correct. Moving his king here was not safe. The threat was to capture knight. Black to move, plays the move that gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move that gives checkmate. White to move, plays the move that stops check. Play the move that stops check. White to move, play the move that gives checkmate. White to move, play the move that stops check. Oh, play the move that gives check. Let's give a check to this black king. White to move, play the move that stops check. The white king is on check from this bishop. We have to play the move that stops check. If we move the pawn 2 steps, but then white bishop capture the pawn, and it'll still be check. So that'll be the best move. We can now move our king backwards because the rook is always buying this. Wow. So Black to move, play the move that gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move that gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which stops check. Black to move, play the move that gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which stops check. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which stops check. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which stops check. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which stops check. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. White to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. White to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. White to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. White to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black is winning. We will learn more about promotion. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. White to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the moves which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. Black to move, play the move which gives checkmate. White to move, play the move which gives checkmate. This is our last drill. Congratulations for going through this long video. You have learned the basic concept of check and checkmate, and I can now tell you that you can begin playing chess. Join me on next video as we deal with basic chess concept like castling, promotion, ampersand, openings, algebraic notation, stalemate. As you become more familiar with this chess concept, your games will improve. So bye, see you next time. Like, subscribe, and share this video.